Closing costs. That's a topic, I'll be honest, I'm not sure I really understand, but I can get you the answers. Hi everyone, my name is Mike Rennick. My guest today,
Don Bartolomucci.
and Don is a mortgage broker. He's exceptional. He's very qualified and knowledgeable on this. But welcome to another 2 minutes with Mike. So Don, part of any financing deal, other than the interest rate and maybe sometimes there's points, are closing costs. And I know when you go to two different banks and you try to compare closing costs, they all use different terms and stuff like that. So I've asked Don to break it down so I can understand it, because I know that if I can understand it, you can understand it. So Don, go ahead.
When you're purchasing any property, whether you're using financing or not, you're going to have certain costs associated with the loan. Those are called closing costs and escrows, and you probably have heard the term prepaid items. Without getting into the weeds with this, every transaction is going to have some costs associated with the transfer of that deed, the real estate, from one person to the other person. That transfer isn't done for free. There's title insurance, there's recording fees, there's closing fees of someone that's actually conducting that function. So those are items that are generally with any transaction you're going to close with or without a mortgage.
And most of those, they're outside of the bank. The bank aren't charging those, the title company is.
Third parties.
Got it.
Third
Okay.
party, when we say third party, should use a different term. It's not the mortgage company that's charging those fees. They're charged by a third party, another entity that we, with your help and the realtor's help, employ to make the transaction happen.
Okay.
So those
Okay.
costs, you just be prepared. In the state of Florida, for example, you will need roughly 2.5%, maybe to 3% of the value of the price of the house in additional costs on top of your down payment. So easy math, you buy a $500,000 house, you put 5% down, that's $25,000, and you're going to need an additional roughly $12,000 to $15,000 in closing costs to buy that property.
And so what you want to do, you want to sit down with your mortgage person and walk through to make sure you understand all the costs that are being charged, who's charging them, where does the funds go, and things like that. It's not an easy topic, and I admit that right at the top of the video, but it's all part of the final cost for the product, the mortgage, correct?
Correct.
And some of those that Don shared in the beginning that go to a third party, that's going to happen whether you're cash or mortgage.
100%.
And then the bank that's actually going to fund the loan, fund the note, they're going to have their own charges that they attach.
They're generally called origination fees, application fees, processing fees, underwriting fees. There's a litany of different wording that's used for those fees. That's what causes the confusion. And then there's also discount points, which is a topic for another day.
So it comes down to you need someone that has the ability to sit down and educate you what all of these are. On each loan, it's different, but as you're looking for a mortgage person, it's always good to shop around. But you want to make sure that the bottom line you understand the total cost, because different terms are used and things like that. Correct?
Agreed. My only suggestion would be find someone that's been in the business for a while, that's seasoned, and that will talk straight.
So we both have gray hair. Does that mean we've
Or
been
no hair.
in the business for a little while?
Well, I guess that was a little bit self-serving.
And no, that makes sense. I agree. You want someone with experience. This is a complex field. So Don, if someone wants to reach out to you, how would they reach you?
941-2277-618.
And I am Mike Rennick. My number is 941-400-8735. Thanks for watching, everyone.